Yo, 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 indeed. What's up, people? Yeah. I don't think we need to discuss much. For those of you that were here yesterday, we are going to do what we did before. And, yeah. We have a deck to get. So we're going to go straight in. We're obviously gonna do, our yapping on the side, especially because we're probably gonna take quite a while for us to get a proper attempt. We're going to take quite a while for us to get a proper attempt, and that is obviously because we only have a 10% rare chance. We only have a 10% rare chance, so this could take a while. This could take a while for us to happen into it. We are back indeed. So yeah, I don't know if you've got any like very philosophical questions or anything in regards to everything, hey? Now's the time, because we're not gonna be very busy, at least until we find the fated reminiscence fate. Would the card stack? Yes, the card would stack, and that's also my intent. Preferably, I want the card to stack, yes. So if I could, I wanted the card at like 2 per, maybe even 3 copies. That'd be the idea. Hey, Jack Nakasano, what's up? I mean, we might, you know what? It would be a little unfair, right? It'd be a little unfair not to do like a quick refresher on what we're even chasing, right? That'd be a little unfair, just a little bit. So, how about we do that, right? Okay, how about we don't do that? Looks like I lost the file. Okay, so, quick recap. We're on the green planet. There's a singular event, and that event can give us a card, and that card increases the damage of all her attack cards by making them cost more. But because we never intend to play the cards, see, you want to see the deck. I wish I could show you, but I'm looking, and it looks like I forgot to save. Yeah, I mean, alright, let me see if I can cook up the quick version. I mean, I should still have the images at least. No, it's only in the interior, and it's only close towards the end of the boss. As far as I can tell, you're always going to encounter the tree event, but it does have 3 different variants, and what you need is the rare version. But alright, let me, I just put the main pieces on the board. And then, yeah, the rest just going to have to make sense. There we go. And then the last one, I don't know, I guess we just go with this one. Obviously this is not quite the full deck, but it's gonna give you a good idea, at least. So, yeah. Simply speaking, we want this card. Rarest neutral card in the entire game, 20 save data cost. Increases the cost of all our attack cards, and the moment they are 1 cost or above, which, the moment you get your first copy happens to be the case, they get a 40% multiplicative buff. The interesting part is, while they do increase in cost, we never intend to play them anyway. And that is also where, with all my heart, create Heartbreakers and apply Quietus comes in. And that is, if we apply Quietus to them, not only do we trigger the full card when we discard them, but we also gain the ability to not have them clump up our deck, meaning that we should be able to play a very simple rotation every singular turn, allowing us to be pretty damn potent. So, but for this to all work, I think we really want to get the reminiscence fate. For any of this to make sense, we need to find the reminiscence fate. Gwyn Blady, appreciate the follow. Let me check if I actually fixed the link in this description for Twitch, that is. I did. Man, I'm so smart. But yeah, The idea here is we want to get the reminiscence fate so that we can increase our odds of encountering that event, because I don't want to find myself playing multiple runs where everything goes well, only to then run into the fact that, oh, we didn't find the rare version, right? So that's kind of why we are going to be going to the waypoint, refreshing, and then going back out trying to get that fate. Yes, I want to put the neutral card on Diana herself. And then if I really want to stretch it, we could potentially farm it again and put it on somebody else. If I really want to stretch it. Don't you get a new fate though once you reach the interior? Yeah, but you can never get the reminiscence fate in the interior. You either start the run with it or you don't. You're going for this complicated ass deck. I've been farming just as long for a basic divine deck. We're gonna be here for a while. A define basic divine deck. I mean, basic divine Diana decks, I have plenty. Right? Like, what is a basic divine deck anyhow? Also, this card. I think this card's pretty cute. I think this card's pretty nice. Maybe we'll actually cook up something with that one. Alright, here we can skip. Also, we gotta make sure. Let's not forget the credit incident from yesterday. So we first accept the item, then we quit. Yeah, retain card, fixed damage. See, I didn't like this run anyway. There we go. Save data can be obtained. Yeet. The only problem is we only get 7 seasonal currency. So, hey, at least there will be daily reset. At least there will be daily reset. For now, the only thing we want is to get the neutral card in the first place. And as you can see, there is a 10% rare fate chance. We had a map at 50% yesterday, but I fucked it up at the waypoint. I left too early. I haven't got one good divine on her cards with no draws, no. Is tier 14 enough? I mean, I think tier 13 is as low as you can go. Tier 13 is as low as you can go, calculation-wise. Obviously, if you could do tier 15, you would be able to slot in a divine versus no divine, but I don't have a tier 15 map available right now, so it's the best I can do. Okay, so goal here, we want to take as few fights as possible and then make our way to the waypoint quickly. Yes, you can copy Flame. That would be the idea. We would want to get 2 copies of it, I'd say. So we either end up getting the Flame before the copy event, or we just end up copying it at the boss. Storm of Judgment of City has missed. Also, whenever I got the Kirkin thing, I cannot obtain save data. Anyone help? Okay, so there is divine planets. There's planets where divine entities are like here. You get a divine challenge. Pros, you get a crap ton of season currency and map reroll currency. And you know, like in general, like the currency to build out the skill tree. The con is that you cannot obtain save data, right? So whenever the map doesn't say tier, but it's still purple, that makes it a divine map, making it unable to give you save data. But in exchange, you get more resources. Flame plus Epiphany. I mean, a card getting an Epiphany no longer increases the save data value, unless we somehow happen to get a divine Epiphany on Flame of Eternity, which would be a little silly. The copy event is still bugged, but it's actually working this hard. See, the idea is the copy event isn't necessarily bugged. The copy event at the end of the day is just another rare event, and because we are already getting the we're hunting for the reminiscence fate, which makes rare events more likely. We are also more likely to encounter the copy event as well, right? So I do believe we should be pretty much good. If we can just get ourselves the reminiscence fate, we run the run and we see what happens. Your Diana's DPS is so underwhelming. Honestly, the top secret ingredient to unlocking Diana as a DPS is this singular persona card. Okay, we don't have it here. But the double discard persona card. Double discard, 60% damage per discard. That thing takes your Diana from 0 to hero in a singular card. So yeah, if you haven't yet gotten yourself a taste of that fate, you should. Cthulhu? Okay, that's early. You have fun with Izir Diana already. Should you pull more? Please no. Not because she's not worth of it, but come on, man. You should be able to hold off for 3 days. Okay, I think it's at 5. We currently have it 1840, so that's like 20 minutes. So it's like... Okay, come on. You can hold off for 3 days and 10 hours, right? Just at least give the game 3 days and 10 hours to give you a chance to convince you otherwise. But no, obviously, if you have the means, or if you would want to spend some money on her, absolutely sure, go for it. Personal stopping points would either be simply the E1, which is like obviously the easiest stopping point. Then E2 is nice, especially as like a chaos carry, and then E4 would be kind of like where it's really at in terms of big investment, big payoff. Pull abstinence for 3 days. Not quite. Pull abstinence in 3 days. We are getting most of the talky talk, but we're not gonna get a new banner in 3 days. Hopefully. I mean, it'd be kind of interesting if we were to, though. E3 seems pretty great. I was going to E3, but do you think it's worth just doing 4 instead? The E3 isn't that big. So what the E3 does, it gives you a temporary boost in terms of bullets. So instead of using the ult, instead of getting 2 bullets, oh look at this, we found the crit chance thing again. Instead of getting 2 bullets, you get 4, only when you activate the ultimate, and then they can just be like used up whenever you actually play them instead of discarding them, or when they have the quietest tag. And it also takes the ult cost down from 5 to 4. It's decent, but by no means would I say, oh yeah, it's the greatest E3 ever, right? Yeah, like the ego cost reduction, it's not that big. You will get to 5 ego points the same way you get to 4 ego points, right? When are we gonna start building Mei Lin? Good question. So, a reminiscence fate, right? Get E4 and part then 170. Bruh, what the hell? It took me 210 to get both one time. How is that fair? How is that fair? Like, how did you get 6 where I got 2? That can't be right. That can't be right. Ah, look. At least the game is telling us there's still hope. Not in this run, but surely in the next one. There is still hope. We just have to find it. There is still hope. Next one is also passion, so Mei Lin has to wait. I mean, technically now would be the best time to build Mei Lin in terms of like passion synergy. But yeah, they are just sharing resources. You know how I'm gonna build Mei Lin? I'm going to smack her into that synchronization thing. I'm going to take Mei Lin, I'm going to smack her into that synchronization thing, I'm gonna call it a day. Deku, you still not sure what we're looking for? We're looking for the rarest neutral card in the entire game, which can only be found on the green planet in the interior on the tree event in its rare version. And what that card does is it's pretty awesome. That's all you need to know. But no, in all seriousness, what it ends up doing is make our cards more expensive, but because we never play our cards anyway, it ends up being a free DPS bonus. Dang, that's rude to mail in. No. See, it's a very special place to be in. I can only ever have one unit in there. So, clearly we are being very kind, very considerate, very forthcoming, very trusting, very, you know, in line with her spirit and expectations. Would there ever be a point where you run Meilin and Diana together? Whenever you feel like it. Like, if you wake up one day and you're like, alright, I'm gonna do it, that's the day when you do it. Nobody can stop you. Why are you leaving at the first waypoint? Because we're searching for a fate. We are doing fate rerolling. We are doing fate rerolling. Am I going to try Mongoose Stardive later today? Ooh, I doubt it. I don't believe you're gonna see me in that game. From what I saw, okay, yeah, funny story, but that's gonna end at some point. I can't really see myself catching Pokemon with a space cat. And then, I don't know. I just, yeah. Also, open world. General, I don't know about that one. So, I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, the flame card that Rita uses? Yes, exactly that one. The rare occurrence one, yes. We're looking for the reminiscence fate. Netmarble game as well. Yeah, that also seems to be a bit of a situation. Also, who's gonna play Chaos Zero Nightmare if we don't? Huh? Huh? I couldn't do that to you. No. Come on! Hey, that's a scam. 2 rare fates and none of them are the ones we want. Mega scam. Okay, once again, let's count the red dots. Try to get as few of them as possible. Alright, that seems like a plan. Who's the healer in this group? Both. Both Cassius and Nia can help us heal. See, what you need to look for is 2 very specific cards. So, Nia has a card that when you play it, every time you discard, you get a heal. You combine that with Cassius' entire hand discard, and all of a sudden you can heal yourself from like 10 HP to full. Right? It's mainly about, obviously Cassius. Cassius naturally heals you every time you draw. But, yeah, it's the main healing sources are obviously just standard Cassius draw, extra attacks, and Nia elasticity. And then obviously the interaction between discarding your entire hand and healing based on discards. Do you happen to have a showcase of this deck? Why do you think I am farming? If I had a deck to showcase for this, why would I be here? Just for the love of the game? For like the, you know, enjoyment of the grind? I would just, it was so nice, I'm gonna do it twice? Is that like the thought process? Because, yeah. Clearly, I have nothing to show for you. That's the reason why we're here. I want to show the deck to people, but preferably you have to have the deck to show it, right? I mean, you could see me, you wouldn't even be wrong, but I would not farm it for Diana, I'd farm it for somebody else, I think. You wouldn't even be that wrong. Would you recommend to get Diana if I have E1 Renoa? I never liked using her. I mean, brother, if you don't like Renoa, then finding a character that makes Renoa better and more fun to play, you have to decide that for yourself. Right? Like, if for whatever reason you really just don't like her, then getting a character that does shine, if you combine the two together, might not be in your best interest. What build is best for Diana? Honestly, I think it's a super simple one. Like, my favorite combination just needs 3 cards, and it gets the job done. I show you. I show you. So, this Diana deck, it's super simple, easy base, and it does what it needs to do. Where was the other one? I think it might have been this one. Yeah, I think it might just be these 3 together. Yeah. And then maybe one of these in there as well. Anything that kind of like helps you draw or discard. If you potentially copy it. But no. This one's super good. This one's super good. And this one's there. And it's pretty happy to be here as well. Alright. Reincarnation Ritual. Not very useful for us to get that here. Because we don't intend to finish this run. Yeah. Oh yeah, give me your guesses. How many more refreshes do y'all think it's going to take us to find the Reminiscence Fate? What do you think? How many more refreshes? 20? 20! I need to go to the waypoint 20 times! Gosh, damn it. Who did I hurt? It's kinda nuts. At what point is it not worth to farm for the Fate and just do YOLO runs? Honestly, it would probably be worth at any point in time. Because you never know. Even with the Fate, you're not guaranteed to get the event. And even if you don't have the Fate, you can absolutely still get the event. Right? So... you know what I really like to see? Something like a 1 AP or like a 0 cost of the draw 3 shuffle. I think the main idea also is, how bad would you feel about building the other teammates on her team, right? Is it really only her? I mean, you can only ever get the flame on the event. Yeah, that's how it goes. Right? Like, that's why it's the rarest neutral card in the game, right? Because you can only ever get it there, and it's a rare base event. Oi, 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 oi. Yeah? It only appears on the tree event in its rare version. That is why. That is why. What is the fate? The fate, you mean? I mean, it's a fate that says we have increased chance of encountering rare events. That's what we're looking for. You hope they'll add more quality of life? I'm sure they will. I am sure they will, but we just have to wait a little longer to figure out what they'll do. It requires the fate as well? No, obviously it does not require the fate, but the fate makes it a lot more likely for you to encounter that event. You know? It doesn't have anything to do with the fate, but it's the fact that it's the rare version of the event that we're hunting for. I wonder if there ever is like a way for us to do this without doing like... Oh, that middle pathing is nice. All our fights should be 1 HP. That is pretty nice. That is pretty nice. Is there a particular planet you recommend? Honestly, in terms of just general gear, I think Green Planet is one of the strongest. If you can beat it, you can get some insane pieces from the Yellow Planet as well. But yeah, in general, I think Green Planet's the most solid. If you can deal with it, Yellow has some insane gear. And then the other ones would just be Justice. Justice has some good ones. And then the least desirable ones, I guess, would be depending on what your character does, right? Like some characters it just fits a lot better. Depending on what your character does, it would be like Void, or then obviously the Blue Pod. But Blue Pod really good for basic attackers though. Really good for basic attackers. What are we re-rolling for? We are re-rolling for a Fate. So that we can start our run with higher rare chance. That's what we're re-rolling for. Or maybe get a Divine. If we can get like a really good Divine for Diana, Cassius, Nia, we might just continue the run because of that. So for the most part, we're just looking for the Fate. But hey, if something happens in between, I don't mind taking the time to run a run and get something insane, you know? Do I have any Orlea team recommendations? Orlea plus anybody hard hitting. Orlea Typhara, Orlea Rita, or Orlea 9 are the ones that instantly come to mind. But do not underestimate Orlea Rin, for example, as well. Did I just miss path? I don't think I had to fight this guy, did I? Yeah, I should have went down. Oh well. Also, how interesting would it be if we get the Dominion card here? That'd be a little weird. Ask Smiggy for a dev account to test builds out for us. I would love to. I would love to. You know, if they ever offer, I'm gonna be the last one to say, hey, I'm above that. Now I'm still watching your live stream. It's still an hour and a half, but now you're live. Hell, now I'm here for sure. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Because clearly, today is the day. Though we might have a bit of trouble with this guy. He has some of their fortitude. That does remind me. Does this map? Oh shit! This map has fortitude generation. I hope this is not the kind of like map where we get everything perfect and then I just end up dying because of something. It could be though. It could in fact be the type of map where I just die because I do something stupid, or we just run into a situation that's just straight up unfair. How would you mash them together? If you want to build like a super simple team, you do Typhara or Leia 9. And then things are gonna be kinda nuts. That is pretty much already enough for the most part. Yep. Twinster likes having AoE attacks. Bluebird is just more harsh on scuffed teams and have bad equipment. I mean, not quite. Like, nowhere else are you really gonna get that good of an access to the melee damage belt, right? So, it does have its value. If Smilegate would introduce gear rolling for +2 till +5 that only costs 1k gold per refresh, I don't think it's that bad. I think gear thing is kind of fine, the cost. Like, sure, at some point my coins disappear, but you also gain coins for doing the runs in the first place. So I think it all just evens out. Come on! We're getting there. We might only have a 10% chance, but I can feel it. I wonder what the base chance for these epiphany, for these fates is anyhow. Like, what does it even mean? You know, us going up there. Also, how is there so many fights? This could be the longest version. I mean, then again, here double fight. This would be a double fight. We don't really want to fight an elite. Past here, the buff runs out, so... I mean, it doesn't really look like I can do much about it. So, I guess it all ends up being pretty much the same. Alright. Boing. See, the thing is though, I don't even know if this is the best way to do it. I'll be honest with you, I don't even know if this is the best way to do it. But I just think I'm going to be able to go into this a lot more comfortably, knowing that I at least have the best odds for the run to end up successful. But you could argue I might as well just... I guess it depends, right? We have to look at the clock at some point. But... nobody can guarantee me that the run I do actually ends up being what I need, right? That goes both ways, for with and without the fate. No, we don't want the Dominion card. We just want the fate. We want the fate that makes rare events more likely, so that we have a higher likelihood of getting what we need. That is what we're doing. Need the stars to align. I mean, we got close twice yesterday. In any of the two runs, if we did encounter the tree, we would have had a really nice deck, right? So that's motivating, you know, the fact that we were able to a degree sniff it, you know, sniff some success. What happens here? Does it go down in like requirements of rolls? It does. Is that worth sacrificing max HP? I don't know. But it also is definitely not worth my refresher. Oh, he's dead. It's definitely not worth my refreshers. Because it's obviously not a run we're gonna run to the end. Most likely. Another rare version. Why so early here? I prefer the rare versions, you know, they kind of stay away, you know, kind of charge up and then happen all together, you know, at the end of the run. That'd be fantastic. That'd be very fantastic. Alright, what else do I need to do here? Mega Draw should be fine. Alright. Is it a sign? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Maybe we're just trying to see patterns where there are none. I do wonder how many rare fates exist there anyhow. Right? Like how many rare fates are there anyway? So every time we do get a rare fate, what kind of like dice roll did we lose? Is the Flower of Life weapon good? I would say it really depends on who you're running with. If you're running big shields, it's good. Or if you're running a lot of healing, or especially like automatic healing, somebody like a Naja that just heals you by just attacking. Right? The real question is just, do you think you will be able to stay at full HP during whatever content you end up playing? That is the only deciding factor. That is the only deciding factor. Pew. Hey, it's the draw 3 one with the mega discard. Yeah, I'm still not too sure, but I feel like we can also do something nice with that one. Hey, it's the quietest one. Standard quietest one. That'd be great if we could get that on an actual run. Do you remove Diana's basics? Yes, you do. Obviously, so long as your save data can afford it. But yeah, the intent is to get rid of all hers, yeah. Wouldn't the wiki have a list of rare encounters? It's not about rare encounters, it'd be about the rare fates. I don't know if they have like the fates as I mean, might as well check. Alright, might as well check. Who knows? Items, partners, cards, combatants. I don't think so. Not that I can see. But I don't need to see it, because we're going to get it right here. Do you remove the purple card? It's kinda ass. Don't let the perception of the card during a chaos run cloud your perception of its total potential. Now, this sounds like some Chinese fortune cookie wisdom, but trust me, just because it doesn't do anything if you play it turn 1, doesn't mean that it can't be a potent way of getting a very big damage, so long as you have a lot of bullets in your hand. And the ability to also get said bullets back into your hand, which also works for any type of bullets. So it doesn't even have to be her own, right? But yes, especially if you play like the quietest version of her deck, that adds quietest to bullets, meaning you never keep bullets in your graveyard anyway, then yes, that one obviously doesn't end up doing much, huh? Yeah, I would expect if any part of her kit were to be buffed in the near future, it would most likely be the purple card. Like, I don't know, maybe they'd add like the quietest tag to it. The moment they add the tag, like the moment they add the quietest tag to the purple card, watch people start glazing it like there's no tomorrow. Adagio Neo's Curiosity for a non-divine copy target. Ooh. Probably still Adagio. Either in its discard one, draw one, discard one, create another Adagio. So you could, for example, use the support set, because it creates the skill card that's exhaustible. Or in the draw 2, discard 2 version. So it depends on if you want to get the support set. I would recommend, if you can, to try pick the Adagio creation version so that you can work on getting the support set buff. Purple cards are almost always shit. I wouldn't say they're shit, it's just they never end up being copy targets because of the fact that they can't get epiphanies, right? They aren't bad, but they just can't compete against something that can, let's say, get 1 draw, 1 AP, all that stuff. Or if they end up being kind of insane, they usually end up being unique. So, right, that's kind of why you never really see them as like super crazy. With all my heart would only be able to apply Quietus to it if it had the exhaust tag as well. And trust me, you wouldn't... Like, the card would be worse off if it were to become an exhaustible bullet card. Like, it's better now than if you were to give it bullet tag and exhaust. Or was it exhaustible bullets, or was it just bullets? I mean, most bullets are exhaust. No, is it all? I don't know. Too many things going on. I don't even remember. Holy shit. Let me have a look at it again. Yeah, it is exhaust bullets. Ha! Ha! I still got it. You know, in my old age, That head of mine is still working like the wiki it's supposed to be. Good shit. Good shit, me. Success. A non-divine deck with neutrals. Yeah, even if you're going for a non-divine deck, you usually find yourself in a situation where you desire the customizability of epiphanies, right? Sure, Grandpa. See, there you go. Okay, we actually have to go into the Epione Center. Because a little birdie told me Cassius and Nia are going kind of insane. Ah, so I can delete 21 save datas. Say less. See you later, save datas. And how about you? 11. Bye. Bye bye, save datas. Okay, let's continue. Only cost me like 10% of my current fortune. Which isn't that great. Also, what the fuck? What do you mean? What do you mean there's still 84 days? But what am I gonna do? I mean, yeah, I know. I think at some point they're probably gonna extend it again to like 125, 150. But 84 days, man. 84 days. The save data can be used in Season 3? Yes, yes it can. What team would a Naja be currently fit in? Okay, I think 3 main beneficiaries of Naja are Shizuru, especially in her basic attack version, Rin in her recall double draw move version, monster card, or it's gonna be Haru in her retrieve anchor shot version. I think these 3 might just be the ones that benefit, there we go, benefit from her the most. Yeah, the divine runs give an insane amount of currency, they do. But honestly, you could fit Naja into any team. Specifically teams that attack a decent amount of time. Like, for example, I could put in Naja here instead of Cassius and Nia, no problem. Yes, we're still doing reminiscence fishing, yes. Don't look at the time, okay? Don't look at the time, and under no circumstances remind me of the fact that they threw away a 50% chance at rare fates yesterday by leaving the world too early, okay? Those are the 2 rules. Don't look at the time, and we do not talk about the incident of what happened to that specific world, okay? Yeah. Now that we have these ground rules established, we are set up for success. We are set up for success. At some point. When will that point be? I don't know. But you know, the insert was kind of crazy. I did a couple more refreshes today, hoping to get like a good planet with a high percentage. You know what they gave me? 3%. That was the best they could offer me. The best they could offer me was a 3% increased divine fate, rare fate rate. 3%. I felt a little insulted. Just a little bit though. Okay, actually quite a lot. Like quite a good chunk, to be fair. But yeah. At least we get to see some of these perks. Maybe we get a new one. Vulnerable or weakened. I think we've seen that one before. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's a severe imbalance in power level between the yellow and the purple perks. Between light and dark, yeah? Like for some reason, the Umbra perks are just like a lot better. And it's not even really close. They're just like a lot better. Alright, let's try one more time. We have 156 saved. Yeah. I mean, look at these. Look at this map. Rare fate occurrence by 3%. I wonder if this is like actually what it means. You know, this like rare fate occurrence thing. I do wonder if that's actually what it means, or if it means like rare event encounters. Because if it were to mean rare event encounters, then oh my, I think I really would have to like cry a river for losing that 50% planet. Because holy shit. 3%, are we gambling now? No, 10%. Look, right here. Reminiscence fate. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. Motherfucker. Shit. This could take away. This could take away. Yeah, yellow is kind of like support-ish, where the other one ends up being... Okay, how do I avoid as many fights as possible? I lost 50-50 to Naja, so I don't have her. Who? Ah, Diane. Diana, so you're now wondering what to do with the Naja. You can do a lot of fancy shit with the Naja. And also don't worry too much. Unless I obviously go insane before that. My idea... Okay, maybe I'll go insane during it. But my idea is to do like an updated guide for every single character in the game at some point during Season 3. Will I be able to manage that? Oh, I don't know. But that's the idea. I kind of want to have like an updated guide for like every single character. Because it's been a while. It's been a while since we... Like, for example, my Rin guide is years old. Shizuru is outdated. Kairon is outdated. Luke even is already outdated. Right? They are all kind of... It's just... I don't know. You know? They're all kind of little old. They're a little old, yeah. With Persona cards, yeah, with Persona cards, or, you know, seeing as how save data gets a lot more flexible, we might even have a bit of a discussion of potentially going for different planets to get different results. Like how you probably still want to build somebody like a 9 on the... Oh! I mean, we're gonna pick it for this one. Can you get enough sleep with that goal? See, what I would like to tell myself is the fact that a season has 60 days. So, luckily, there's clearly only 30 combatants. So, if I do one guide every 2 days, by the end of the season, we'll have everybody covered. Yes. It seems very manageable. It seems totally sufficient. Especially with like farming relevant decks and whatnot in the meantime somehow. So that seems like a lot of trouble. That seems like a lot of trouble. Smilegate's strongest dev. True and real. Not gonna sleep. Might just. Might just. There's 3 intermediary tree events, so it's a third. Nah, not. I don't. I would give it like a comfortable 1 in 10. Without. I have no idea how much more likely the fate makes it. But I'd probably say you're gonna see the rare version of the tree event at like a, I don't know, 1 in 10. Right? Even though there's 3 different events, you are more likely to see any of the common versions of the tree event over the rare version. So, I don't know. I'd say it's maybe like a 1 in 10. I'm not too sure. But that's kind of where I'd put it at. I need to get faster with some of these selections. I can't be out here fighting if I know that the run is already something, right? Bro laughing while he commits Lulu genocide in the background. No, 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 look. They're jumping. They're happy. I'm helping. I am helping. I am getting them out of their misery. In the best way possible, though. So don't you worry about them. And don't call any, like, nightmare Lulu protection services or something. That would be overreacting, yes. Look at this. Isn't this a perk? Huh? When there are 7 or more cards in a graveyard, 30% damage amount increase to attack cards of this unit. Hmm. The Renoa, Diana, Nia team is super fun to play. I agree. At some point, you still have to kind of figure out what the fuck is happening, but it is... Ooh. Okay. Give me some ideas here. Should we play this run and just pray to whatever kind of divine entity watches over us that we run into the divine tree event? I mean, okay, no, I mean, okay, this works. This one needs a change. I guess we can potentially work with this. All right, let's have a look at the persona, okay? We're going to test the waters on the persona, see how it goes, and then go from there. Pew. Cthulhu? Okay, hold up. If we get the Cthulhu gun here, that would be what I would consider a strong argument. Wouldn't you agree? If we happen to get Cthulhu gun here, I would say that would be a decently convincing argument. Why is he contaminated? God damn it. Brother Cthulhu. We needed a Latina. I didn't know if you noticed, but usually in Korea they don't have a lot of Latinas. Like, I think it might be a bit more personal experience, but you know. But then again, hey, sky's the limit, and I'm the last one to advocate against it. Alright, give us something nice. Yeah, sure, the upgrade. We need some damage. Oh shit, no! Cthulhu is about to get, here, look. Cthulhu now has fortitude. It will be fine. Fortitude Cthulhu. Look at the damage. Look at the expected damage. We're tickling him. That wouldn't be too great. What are my thoughts on Diana? She is a ton of fun, and you just watch them introduce a character that... Oh, nice. And you just watch them introduce a character that makes her even stronger. Cthulhu gun, please. Yeah. You know what? This might just be a reverse sign. Us getting the dice of derangement. I don't know. Seems like a, yep, you can go somewhere else, please. Thank you. Type situation. Yeah, we also didn't really get like any good persona cards. So yeah, you know what? It's alright. It's alright. Who's the character? I mean, it's going to be a Passion Ranger. And if there's one thing for certain, that is Rangers love extra damage. Rangers love extra damage. And if we get another Passion unit combined with another Passion unit, and both of them have extra attack-centric mechanics, you can expect a decent amount of synergy between the two. What is the best way to build a deck? The best way to build a deck is to play in the zero system and to try to make yourself make your way through the difficulties and preferably end up in difficulty 10. Difficulty 10 gives you the highest chance of getting a good planet, and then you need to find a balance between what is your expectation, right? Like, do you want like a full godly deck? How much do you even know what you're doing? And do you actually want to be able to beat the map, right? In general, anything from like tier 12 onwards is probably where you want to be at. So save data value like tier 12 plus. And yeah, then I don't know. Secrets to building a good deck is trying to come up with the synergy, putting it in motion, and getting some good RNG along the lines in terms of along the way in terms of like gear or divine choices, partners, whatever, right? It's decently broad. How many resets are we did anybody keep track? Can anybody tell me how many resets have we done since we started this stream 56 minutes ago? How many have we done? Let's crush a bit of our motivation right here. That divine intervention at the start of the map, is there a chance of being able to copy a card? No. There's no chance of being able to copy a card. And the way it goes is the first one always reduces the HP of your first 3 red fight encounters. The second one is kind of like a mix. And the third one is always you give something up for a stronger start into a round. I'ma see what they announce in 3 days time before I summon, because being free to play plus is no bueno. No, free to play plus is the life. Because at least you're not free to play, which means you can make mistakes and then just pay for them, literally. The final deck we want to build. Honestly, we are kind of going with the vibe. But the main idea is I just want a copy. I just want a singular copy of the... okay, let me check where I want to go. I just want a singular copy of the rarest neutral card in the game. And then potentially upgrade that to like 2 copies or so. And after that we'll figure out the rest. But that's kind of the idea for now. What cards should I copy with Nia? Adagio. For Nia, your main copy target is usually always going to be Adagio. But seeing as how Quietus cards work, you can also go for Nia's Curiosity. Like, if possible, you always want to copy Adagio. If that doesn't end up being possible, you can copy Nia's Curiosity. Ooh, Divine. That's not a bad one. Discard up to 2 cards in hand, create Heartshaker at 0 cost. 1 draw on that one could have been nice as well. I mean, who knows? Maybe we get something surprising here. 5 Lux engravings. The fuck are the odds that we're getting that one? And the biggest problem is it applies exhaust. I think that's the biggest issue here. At this point, the goal is just to get Eternal Flame. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. DPS Cassius, fuck him up. What are you doing? I blame Cassius and his 45% crit rate. I blame Cassius. He's at fault for all my, I don't know. Are we in misery? Oh, also, what do I think? Should we put a 9 into the team? Should we just put a 9 into a team so that, like, we have less of a odds of getting fucked by the fortitude? And if yes, who do we take out? Cassius or Nia? Can I explain the fate we're looking for? The fate is super simple. The fate simply says when you have this fate, you have a higher chance of encountering rare events. So not every event, but every map has a certain amount of rare events, which are when you go into the area, you see like there's usually an icon on the right here. And that icon is either gray or gold. When it's gold, it means it's the rare version. And the only thing the fate does, it makes it more likely for us to encounter rare versions of events or like rare events in general. Fuck a Cassius. Fuck a Cassius. I didn't know you swing that way. Okay. We do have to do a little check on 9's gear. Just to make sure that everything's in order. Yeah, I mean, it looks fine. 61 on 195. I still don't have a better piece in that, and it frustrates me to no end. Like, some of my luck with 9 gear has been less than stellar. Alright? It has been less than stellar, I tell you that. Honestly, most of my luck with 9 gear has been pretty atrocious. Too many runs. Many runs. Many runs. Too many runs and not enough results. Oh. Who has my claw? Ah, is it Lucas? Lucas it is, yeah. Let's go with this. 1 to 1. Yeah, she'll be fine. 9 knows how to handle herself. She knows what she's doing. Okay, what are we looking at? 61.5 on 200. Yeah, maybe we actually need to... could I? I could. But getting divine potential on 9 is kind of a waste, not gonna lie. At least at the moment, I don't think I can think of like a single like important divine that you really need to get. Besides maybe getting something along the lines of a Fatal Strike at 0 cost. Potentially. But yeah, 9 is like super divine friendly. Yeah. Oh, no, that she is. 4 agony on Hugh. Oh! Oh, yeah. Man, I forgot about the 4 agony divine on Hugh. Oh, I'm so washed. No! Yeah, whenever that day comes and that becomes relevant, it's gonna be an interesting day for sure. Also, for those of you that need a bit of motivation on, why should I actually pull Diana? How good could she be? Let me show you her standby animation in a way you've never seen before. And obviously at 3 times speed as well. Look at that. She is just happy to be here. Does her exhaust Fate Strike trigger Quietus? I mean, how would that work? You need to discard a card for it to count, right? But yeah, she is very expressive in comparison to 9. But 9 also needs to be very businesslike, because she's, you know, like this legendary mercenary that never lost a fight and whatnot. But yeah, I think we're just going to let Diana take the back seat, take a bit of a breather, while 9 just goes and annihilates everything and everyone. Then again, we don't have enough AP, so whenever we face anything challenging, right? Whenever there's anything that needs a good talking to. Diana and Hugo, I can imagine, because Hugo has the ability to just gain a bunch of hunting instinct from using skill cards, and because she can create skill cards, that should help with just building those up, and then you can just use Heartbreakers and all the other cards to just, yeah, get those off. So you should see big attacks. I mean, here, this is a good example, right? Clearly not... Oh, you know what? Let's make it true overkill. Perfection. 5,000 damage, because that is exactly what the guy needs. It was a very difficult fight, I'll admit. So we had to be a bit more careful here. We had to be a bit more careful with this one. Ooh, you know what? Is there a chance for like a counter attack 9 now that you can just use a persona card to quite reliably give 9 access to counter attacks? You don't need a fate. You need good luck. What you need to do is you need to play the interior. You need to play the interior, and you need to find... Like, the interior pretty much always guarantees you that you encounter the tree. And the tree has 3 versions. I mean, I just show you. Visually, it makes more sense, right? Like, some of you might not even know what I'm talking about. So, you see this, right? It's called the intermediary tree. It's the same event, but it has open, closed, and then closed but with flames. And you see how this says common, rare? Only this one, only intermediary tree rare, has the ability to allow you to capture the ember, which then gives you the card. Hey, John Shilon, what's up? Skip. I mean, I guess we're picking that up for now. Klopen? What does it mean? Me is confusion. But hey. Also, why is 9 at the top now? Because they usually put tanks at the top? In terms of like team order? I guess so. So we have to be careful that we make our decisions in mind. Anyway, did you ever see the Flame of Eternity before? Since the very first order run? I mean, I don't have a deck. See, the thing is, I currently don't even have a deck I could show it off in. That's the situation I'm in right now. I don't have a singular deck. I might have deleted one And my earliest encounters with the card were, I think, at the very launch of the game or whatever. Clopen is a state of being close and open at the same time. What does that mean? Like, I get it, but why? Like, why? You know? What gives? Also, somebody asked if I'm missing Luke. I am, in fact, missing Luke. And we might just dust off Luke as well. It's just... I don't want to start crying, which is why I don't intend to take Luke into a run with Fortitude. You know? That's just not... That's just not how God made Luke, you know? He's not really meant to go into a run with Fortitude. Like, sure, yes... If we can kill everything before they take their turns, it does work out. But what if we don't? I would hate to be in a situation where I have two characters that do 0 damage after turn 6. And then what, right? And then what? I'm just gonna die. And then I'm gonna be sad. And that's not gonna be a good time. Is it possible to obtain spore cards? Yes. You need to go into the zero system, disable the preview button, and search for the Burning Life planet. And boom, there you go. You have yourself access to the entirety of Season 2. And the ability to get yourself the spore cards. So, did we ever get the count? Is there somebody counting how many runs we've done? Or, I guess, how many rerolls? We wouldn't necessarily be going for 3 flames. I think we'd be closer to going for 2 of them. I think we'd more likely be going for 2 flames. But yeah, I can explain the brief strokes in a second. It's just let me deal with these enemies here. The fuck? Oh, because we drew a card that didn't have any cost, leading to Cassius's card dealing no damage. You have a flame in your Tefera. That's nice. I mean, you could use that Tefera together with the Diana to get the same effect. Nine since I asked. 9 since I asked. Or you mean because I asked it was 9? How many refreshes of this do we do? I mean, how long does one take anyhow? Like 7 minutes? I don't know. I wouldn't say wasted. I don't think it's much of a waste to get other cards upgraded even with the flame in the deck. This is the 9th refresh. Aha! Alright. Do we get something fancy? Look at this! There is some really nice perks out here, aren't there, huh? I mean, 25% damage increase to exhaust cards? That seems very nice. That seems very useful. Alright. But yeah, the broad strokes of the deck are super simple, honestly. Super simple. Get flame. Make Heartbreakers more expensive and make them hit harder. Then just have the Heartbreakers discard themselves or discard them with this card. Big damage, profit. Rinse and repeat. It's a very simple deck. On the condition that you get the key piece. When can we expect to get the proper information? 3 days and 8 hours. Three days and 8 hours should be something close to like a half anniversary roadmap. You were afraid it didn't stack? It does stack. It does. It does. You even know the hours. I do. I do. You want to draw one godly? No. We do not want to draw one godly. Was that a 40% multiplier? Yes, it is by 40%. Which is why we want it. But we can't get it. Because I am too bad at getting the fate. And I kind of refuse to do it without the fate. But maybe that's a skill issue. I don't know. We will... Okay, you know what? Depending on how long this takes, right? I want to do at minimum 1 reminiscence run. But if it takes too long to get it, then we just have to bite into the sour apple, so to speak. And just get shit done without it, you know? If it doesn't want to happen, then we have to just get shit done without it. The card goes brrr with 9? No, the card has nothing to do with 9. Then again, it would work with 9. To be honest, it would work with 9 on the condition that you duplicate fighting spirits. So yes, all her hues would become more expensive. But you better make sure you get fighting spirits, because otherwise you can't afford to pay them. Imagine a hue massacre line that all of a sudden costs you 4 per card instead of 3. Oh, look at this. Such a beautiful card. Such a beautiful card, and I can't wait to actually get these cards and be excited, because the content is so difficult that you're not able to beat the damn content without picking cards up like these. Right? Like when your entire idea is to beat a run so you get like safe data manipulation tickets. Man, oh, what kind of choices, what kind of funny things you can come up with. So how does one go about getting the card? Okay, first off, you sign a contract. And in that contract you state, under no conditions will you lose your mental health or get any bad thoughts, alright? That's like the baseline, okay? Once you've signed that contract, either with yourself or with the legal guardian, you are then allowed to make your way onto the green planet, alright? The order planet. And on that order planet, you have 2 choices. There's 2 ways to do it. You either A, do as many runs as it takes, and during those runs, the only thing you do is you just play the runs, and then you get close to the boss and you either hit it or you don't. Or B, you restart at the very beginning until you get the reminiscence fate, and then hope that the reminiscence fate is going to be merciful with you and give you the event instead of having to play the entire or multiple entire runs to get it. Now, which of these 2 scenarios is the better one? I do not really know. But what I do know is we have to get it somehow at some point. Yes. Yeah, I never said it was gonna be easy. Is it from training? Ha! Ha ha ha! He ho ho he! Wow, that's a good one. From training, you say? Wow, man, if that was really the solution, we would all be we wouldn't be sitting here. We would not be sitting here if we could get it from training. We would not be sitting here. That is actually kind of nice, don't you think? 1 cost, double guaranteed weakness with 1 draw. It's not too bad. Also doesn't cost any additional save data. Pretty good normal Epiphany. Yeah, it's also only in the interior, and it's also usually like maximum 2 to 3 tiles away from the boss. So it takes a while to get there, and it either happens or it doesn't. It's 2 cost. Yeah, but it gives 1 AP. So technically it's 1 cost, my guy. Right? Like I can read, you know? I see where you're coming from, but you know? I don't think my chaos level is high enough to unlock the card that you're aiming for. You could get this card all the way in difficulty 2, for all I know. I don't think there's like a difficulty limiter to your ability to get the card. I'm a good reader, yes. I am super smart. It's a rare event, yes, it is. In fact, very much that. Reminiscence Fate, here we go. Watch. Okay, how many more? Give me an arbitrary number. How many more runs do you think we should try to just luck into a Reminiscence Fate until we just say fuck it, we play the damn game, and if the game decides to give us a Reminiscence Fate, then so be it. What do you think? We've been hunting for let's say 90 minutes. 2 more. 4 more. 5. 67. 3, 4. 11. 100. I mean, I'm not the one watching, so if you think we need to do 100 more of these in pursuit of getting a Fate, then again, having a run with the Fate makes the entire run a lot more exciting. Do you think it's faster to just reroll? I am broke. If I could, I would very much prefer having something like a 30%, 40%, 50% chance to get the rare Fates. 10 is all I have. 10 is all I have. I microdose gambling while watching this and you re-rolling your own. Whatever saves you money. Whatever saves you money is a good idea. Yes. 99 people quit before they hit big. Yes. I mean, it is not impossible to get the Fate. We did it yesterday, right? And I would assume we should be able to get at minimum 1 run today as well. I am broke. We are very much so. Hey, Kitty Kathy. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate it. For those of you that are now in here wondering what is this insane guy attempting? He is attempting to get the rarest neutral card in the entire game. How is it going so far? It's been 90 minutes. It's been 90 minutes and our result is questionable. Our result is a little questionable, not gonna lie. I don't really have anything to show for it for my last 90 minutes of time spent. But we will get there. I mean, I might as well do a quick showcase as well. And I just realized I didn't have multi-chat on, so I only read the chat of the YouTube people, which is, I apologize. Please don't crucify. Please don't crucify. But yeah, we want this card. This card is what we want, and the only way to get it is a singular planet, a singular event, and it's rare. Yeah. Okay, we're going to burn the last of our credits in hopes of getting a higher rare event chance or rare Fate chance so that we have a higher chance of getting Reminiscence. Alright? we're going to burn our last 550,000 credits. Let's see if we can make it happen. Anything over 10%. 20%! Yes! But before we take it, maybe this one's higher. 5%. Okay. So we did go up. We doubled our chance of getting a rare fate from a 10% into a 20%. Nobody can stop me now. Maybe we can go up to 30 or even 10%. Okay. Come on. No green planet. I'm going to regret this. I think I already burned 2 million credits on this. Is it a good idea? Hell no. 40%! We are back! We are back! We now... Okay. For those of you wondering what the fuck are we doing? We are looking to get a specific fate. And that fate makes it so that it is more likely for us to encounter rare events. And the entire idea here is that if I encounter the rare event, surely I'm going to get a god run. Right? And that is why, with a 40% increased rare event chance, now is our time. Reminiscence event. Here we go. It is 2 shinies. Unfortunately, none of these are actually what we need. Anybody interested in some E7-9 gameplay? I guess we'll be playing E7-9 and E7 Cassius for the rest of this run. Oh, E1 Diana as well. E1 Diana as well, but E7-9 just sounds a little bit more imposing. Oh, look at this. E6-9 could never one-shot enemies. E7-9 though, on the other hand, ooh, she's kind of insane. Kind of insane what she does. The incident never happened is the same map. That's not true. So, the incident was, I might have been a little too sleepy, or I might have been a little too greedy for getting the fate, which is why I left 0.5 seconds too early, the map, that is, and I lost a 50% chance at rare event map for nothing. I left a little too early on the waypoint, I lost the 50% rare map, and I got exactly nothing in exchange. How many S6s do I have? 2. I have a Serenial and I have a 9. That is what I have. Serenial and 9. And before you say it, yes, I know the hair color might be a connection, but I assure you that had absolutely nothing to do with my general choice. Oh, divine. Awesome. Action count increase. Fantastic. Just what I needed. How can we build up the resonance with Diana? I can't figure it out. Heartbreaker. Heartbreaker bullets. Heart shaker, sorry. Heart shaker bullets, when discarded, apply 2 stacks of resonance, and when played, apply 1 stack. So if you just want to get a bunch of resonance on an enemy, that's the best way. Get a bunch of heart shakers. And the other possibility would be one of her golden cards can apply up to 6 stacks of resonance to an enemy based on you discarding 2 cards and the combined cost of the cards discarded. Egregious lobby art equals easy. No, hold up. This had nothing to do with the lobby art. You are not going to go and smear my name. It's the 40% multiplicative and 1 cost, okay? Also, man, look at it. Wait. The fuck? What kind of perk is this? When attacked, Discard a random Quietus card in hand. The setup for this is a little weird. That is a little weird. How much super chat to get me to use gems to reroll? Reroll what? Planets? I mean, if you give me enough money so I can cover my gem-based expenses and potentially keep some of that, whatever that money ends up being, right? It's not like you can send me a super chat for $1 and I'm gonna spend all my gems and then go into the store and buy more gems and then use up all those gems. So, I don't know. I mean, oh, daily reset. So we have 2 more refreshes. Alright, the perfect time to find a 50% map. That doesn't look like a 50% map. That doesn't look. Oh! Tier 14, 40%. Oh! Makes me wonder, is there a difference? Like, in terms of general, like, deck build. I don't think there's a difference between us doing 13 or 14. It's only that 14 would be more difficult. Both do have a 40% chance. Then again, that does mean if we do end up failing, we at least have a fallback. There's a really long way to spell counterattack. It's a creative one. Future counterattack Quietus unit. I wonder if we're going to see a singular other unit that will ever mention Quietus outside of potential neutral cards. But it will all make sense. Shit. You know, I assure you, the reminiscence fate is real, okay? I am not insane. I've seen it before. And I haven't seen it just on pictures. Like, I remember it like yesterday. Back in 1997, I found the reminiscence fate. And I assure you it does exist. Right? I can guarantee you I am not insane. It will work if it said activated Quietus, pile and draw. I mean, it would work. Hand-wise, it works as well. Like, keep in mind you can take actions to have the enemy attack you while you still are doing your turn. Right? Like, you can just force the enemy to attack you. But, yeah. You don't buy it. They always call you insane until you prove them otherwise. So just believe in me and my legacy that I'm going to leave by finding the reminiscence fate before I die. I will make it happen. I will make you all proud. Trust. I think it would be ridiculous if we get another unit with the quietest keyword. I think it would be utterly ridiculous. But it would also be kind of awesome. It would also be kind of awesome if that were the case. But the moment you do that, the moment you give both Diana and the next unit the quietest keyword, you are not separating them, like, ever. You're not taking them out of the same team at any point in time, past, present, or future. If they give us another quietest unit, locked in, fixed, no changes. Look, it's even this one. If at any point in time during our fight we hit 40 cards in a graveyard, boom, 2 permanent morale. There is some really, really sweet ones out there already, and I don't think these are the final ones as well either. What does it do? It just makes it more likely for us to encounter rare events. So higher chance of getting the copy event and higher chance of actually encountering the event that gives us the flame. Alright, sure. Let's do top down. Maybe that changes things. Somebody said if we do the tier 14, surely that's the one that's going to give us Reminiscence Fate. Is daily reset check the events? Is there anything crazy in there? I mean, we're kind of locked in until this reset. So... They just come... Do I need to end the stream? Oh! No! No, wait! I mean, yeah, we did find it now, but... What did they do? What did these devious people do? What is in the event tab? Man, shit. Okay, think, focus. You are in a run, you got what you need. What do you need to do now? Okay, we need to make it to the waypoint so we can leave so that I can have a look at what we're looking at. Yeah. So, get to the waypoint, leave, figure out if this shit is worth the video or not, and then decide what you're gonna do next. Stay on topic. Stay on topic. I have no idea. I am not there. Don't worry, it's not that important. I will be the judge of that. I will be the judge of that, how important it is. We'll see. I wonder if I'm gonna regret having picked Cassius as my healer. At least 9 is here. At least 9 is here. Okay, so we want the Fate, and preferably we want the double discard Fate early, which allows us to not have to put a double discard Persona card early, which would allow us to not have to put that on anybody else, which gives us better cards. Okay, not quite. But maybe if we stick to the same Persona, we end up with, like, similar buffs. I don't know. So the first skill check of getting the discard thing instantly failed. Who's my waifu right now? I mean, yeah, it's gotta be somewhere between Rin, Shizuru, 9, and Serenial. Somewhere in there. Is there any ways to find a copy event in the Zero system on the second half of a Chaos run? The only thing you can do is starting from around 2 tiles away from the second waypoint. You want to take as many question mark events as possible. That is the most you can influence us, I believe. Right? Like, just take as many question marks as possible. And that's how you find yourself. Yeah. That is how you make it happen. That's the best thing you can do at the moment. You know what? Now I'm actually kind of excited for what they confirmed where and how. Now I'm actually kind of excited. You better not be one-guying me, though. Look at that. It's a spaceship. Wow. It's a spaceship. Shibbity ship ship. Okay, come on. Give me a nice Persona card. After that, I want a nice item with a good perk. And then we can start talking. Bang. Yes, the damage was a little bit overkill. A little bit. Ouchie. Hey, it's a divine. Well, what'd it do? Coordinated attack, sure, why not? What was that damage? Okay. Another coordinated attack one. Sure. Cthulhu? No, okay. So, time to get the double discard persona. Perfect. And now we need a sweet perk. Perfect. What we now need, now that we have the sweet perk, is we need a good item. Something like damage related. What I need to figure out though is where do we go? I mean, this could allow us to persona max, meaning we don't persona max, I don't even know if that's a word. But this could allow us to not have to worry about persona cards in the interior, which would be quite nice. Yeah. Wait, per battle? No! Why is it a per battle effect? I could have sworn I've seen like more draw related ones that weren't fucking per battle. Oh, I missed my opportunity. I missed my opportunity to leave. Okay, I'm just gonna switch servers. Fuck it. I'm too curious. I'm just gonna open the game, swap to the Asian servers, and then we're going to have a look. I can't wait. I am not going to kill the run, but I also don't see myself doing this until we get to the second waypoint. Ain't happening. Holy, it's on the news? Ah, shut up, man. Don't do me like that. Because keep in mind, the more monument... It just closed my game. The more monumental this is, the higher the likelihood that I have to end the stream here and then we just have to restart. Yeah, so the more monumental this is, the higher the likelihood of me just having to dip for a quick sec. Alright, we should be on the Agion server. Okay, let's see. Hello? Where's my confirmation for anything? Ah. Oh! The Galactic Idols Aria and Tenebria have announced a joint concert. So she is in fact her. Now, what is this worthy of me doing? I think this is worthy of a community post, but making a dedicated video on that'd be pretty scummy. There wouldn't be a lot of substance to this. So, community post, yes. Anything more than that, come on, man. I'm not that desperate. I am not that desperate. Alright. Tenebria officially confirmed. It doesn't let me post from my PC for some reason. So I need to quickly post this image somewhere, download it, and then do this thing from my phone. Okay, I can probably find a better image. Or a better way to display it, I don't know. Screenshots. Bang, bang, boom. Okay, we have this thing sent. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Chuck in. Bam. Move over. Save image. Save image. Hop onto the YouTubes. Bang. Boom. Post. Confirmed. Partner slash second combatant area. Yes. Okay, I did my due diligence. Delete account, yes. That's what I need to do. Okay, now it's time to go back to our peak run. So it's actually the E7 character. Yes, yes. Who would I think would be the limited unit? I would put my money on the swimsuit lady. Alright, time to continue our peak run. Time to continue our peak run. Yeah. So, this is the part where we finish our persona card. Yeah, that's like the baseline. We just finished the persona card. Oh, wait. I didn't think about the implications of discarding Hugh. In my mind, I've yet to have seen a big problem with doing so. Though I am now kind of realizing maybe there's a bit more to that. Maybe we should not do that. Maybe we should not do that. Would you be so kind as to take a current look at my health bar? So you say we're dead? Aha! How about no? Thank you. Yeah, that could have become a little awkward. But okay, so we are basically one tap by everything. Awesome. Just how I like it. Just how I like it. Okay, we're done. We're done with my persona cards. Like, persona we don't have to do anymore. Look at this beauty. Discard up to 2 plus 60 when discarded, activate with a 30% attack card bonus on top. Huh? There we go. There we go. Persona done. Now the only thing we need is gear. And the fucking rare event. Everything else, secondary. Okay, do we need to do a re-epiphany already? No. But we are going to do the free training. Do I see myself using any of this? No. As much as I would like to say yes, I do not. I do not. I do not. I don't think there's anything more we could get from fighting a persona enemy. But double question mark usually... no, let's do triple fights, in fact, so we can get a couple more epiphanies. Too good to be true? I mean, the run hasn't even started yet. Watch. Okay, what do we get here? Extreme Massacre or for Fortitude? I mean, yeah, that could save our ass, I guess. AoE sounds... You know what? Let's go with AoE. We are lacking a bit in the AoE department. So that should help us deal with a couple, especially these stupid like Keyfox people. Alright, so, Epiphany. No. No. Yeah, perfect. Then again, I do believe we already have everything on her. Oh well. Us getting more cards should just make it more likely that the Epiphanies go where we want them to go. Or so I've heard. Ah! Beautiful! So, we make this guy weak. We make this dude weak. And then we just send hell. Close enough. Close enough. Let's heal up a bit. Draw saves a card. Which is, I guess, this one. And then shoot the guy. Nice. Okay. Good stuff. So far, so good. Where are my epiphanies? Right? Wrong character for epiphanies. Wrong character for epiphanies, but you never know. Maybe we finally... No? 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 Okay. Yeah. Does not look like we're getting a lot of Diana related ones, you could say. Second method though. Decent weapon. Ah, we're broke. Fuck. On how much negative credits? 60. I should have removed the card. Now potentially the copy event could come to bite me in the ass. Massively. So that's gonna be fun. Because we now have a... Yeah, so I would be fine with the Blooming Love copy. I'd be fine with it with all my heart copy. Okay, you know what? We can work with most. But preferably I'd like it with all my heart copy. If I were to dare to make demands, you know? If I were to dare to make demands, that's what I would be demanding. Yeah. Also, one of the reasons why we have 9 here is because we are fighting at half health against elite enemies. So we just need a lot of... We need a lot of kabuya, you know? We just need generally a lot of, you know, a lot of boom, you know, big bang, like, whoa. That's kind of what we need. And that's why 9 is here. To make sure I don't fuck up. Yeah, see, this is what I meant. Now what? Blooming Love copy? Milk and Pong copy? See, this is why I should have sold Liberated Feelings. Right? If I sold Liberated Feelings, it could have still been fucked up, but it would have been less likely. Probably Blooming Love. Probably Blooming Love. We need the credits. We need to start selling shit. Very important. Run's cooked? Nah. The run's fine. Run is fine. The run is so fine, you wouldn't even believe it. That's how fine the run is. Which card are we looking to copy here? We are looking to copy a card that we don't own yet. Okay. Mission as many question marks as humanly possible engaged. Which means we go through the middle, where there we get 3. Then we go up, 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 and then it's our moment. And then everything will make sense. Then again, we do also potentially need some shot. You know what? It's all going to work itself out. The question mark events are going to be very good to us. Cthulhu! This is the time where we in fact actually get the Cthulhu gun. You know? Just to like keep things rolling, keep things flowing. That's kind of how it usually goes. You know, it's normal. It's basic. Whoops. Proceeds to play 3 cards from the same combatant in a row. Cthulhu like, you think I'm a joke, aren't I? No, I don't think so, Mr. Cthulhu. You're big and very strong, trust me. I fear you very much. You are a big, dangerous guy. Yeah, we also need to remove some cards. I know, but that's kind of what I'm hoping for that the question mark events will just solve, you know? Oh, also we need a ton of epiphanies. You know, that could be a problem. Now that I think about it, doing a bunch of question marks and hoping to get epiphanies. Ah! I mean, ooh. But we cannot afford, right? The math says we cannot afford. 60 for the basics. 40 for 2 copies of Flame of Eternity makes it 100. 40 for 4 copies makes it 140. Can we afford? I mean, we are on 170. So we cut 3 basics, that's 60. We get the flame, that's 80. We get the flame again, that's 100. We get 4 copies, that's 140. Persona card makes it 160, and that's why we can't. There we go. Chess piece, huh? Hey, another Divine Epiphany. Yeah, we could. I mean, if the Divine Epiphany is good enough, we might just keep a basic. Yeah, this shit being 0 cost, I doubt it. I would like to get the card, though. Yeah, we might just have to do some re-epiphaning. Re-epiphanifening. Memory calc in his hair. Yeah, I was wondering, like, something didn't add up. So I had to think, what was I missing? And the answer is the Persona card at 20. Then again, if we were to play on a tier 15 map, which we currently are not, we could fit a Divine. A Divine would be fine, but only if we were to play a tier higher, which we aren't. I think if we go in here, we trigger a Divine to a card of our choosing or something, right? Yeah. Perfect. So at least we're solving the Epiphany problem. Somewhat. There we go. Okay, we have the most important keystone with All My Heart Quietus card. So that's good. Do I need another Persona card? I do not. I do not need another Persona card, and I'd rather get 3 question marks. So that's why we continue through the middle. Is Diana any good? Diana is awesome as fuck. But at this point, you might as well wait. You might as well wait the 3 days until we get the announcement of basically the next few characters. Okay. Discard to get Quietus cards. I don't know. I want the upgrade card of Blooming Love. That'd be nice. But I guess we're doing the discard version for now. The Lulu plushie. True, true, true. That would be peak. Okay, another discard selection event. Another Epiphany selection event. Oh, look at this. Draw one as a neutral. Might even be up there somewhere, but it is going to take a bit of a damage potential hit. Should. It's still not guaranteed. Should we get the Flame of Eternity. Will they show gameplay? I have no idea. They did show gameplay for Serenial, if you remember. I don't know, it's gonna be some like studio production thing, not just like a G-Clef dev talk. That's at least my expectation, seeing as how the image they shared was from like a studio. So high hopes, and we shall see. When is the partner banner with the 20%? I think end of May. End of May is when it would end. Then again, that's only what we saw from like one of their nodes. Oh, perfect. So we don't have to look for the Dimensional Cube in the shop. That's nice. I don't know what kind of Persona engraving I'd get here that's better than what we have. Increase shield gain amount. How does this work? Does the Persona card itself need to have shield? So that you can then boost the shield gain by 20% per Lux engraving? Or is it like a turn-based one? I don't know. Probably you'd have to pick up like a shield on it. Okay. I need a weapon. No. Okay, we get a ring. Is it a good one? When an ally haste card is activated, increase damage amount of the next attack card of this unit used. People, what do you think? Yeah, kinda, right? And then we just hope we get the cube back somehow. I guess. We'll find it somewhere. Surely. Did he ever find the Eternal Flame? You're about to see if I can find it right here. Not a good look. Getting Ether Eater here means there's still 3 main events. Copy event, tree event, and that weird I give you the Wheel of Fortune whatever bullshit event. So 2 events is all we have left. What will we get? That's the question. Yeah. 2 events is all we have left. Okay. Let's see what we get. How long we've been at it? Combined with yesterday's stream, 6 hours. Not all of that time was entirely spent purely hunting. But it's close enough. I mean, I'd say maybe like 4 to 5 hours of trying to find it in the first place. Yeah, I'm not applying exhaust to this. Okay, it's the copy event. Which means the final event is either the weird gear thing or the tree. It's most likely gonna be the tree. But the question is, what kind of tree is it gonna be? What kind of tree is it gonna be? That is mainly what we are waiting to figure out here. Also, removes, right? We're kind of cooked. We can only remove 1 more card. which means I guess we're keeping Liberated Feelings in. So that means this card is effectively going to turn into a 4-cost menace that we'll never be able to play. Oh well! Oh well! That is just something we have to live with, I guess. God damn, did you see that? Now that is Chaos Domination. We still need a ring as well. I mean, we did get a weapon, but I feel like the extra attack damage weapon is better. Alright. Final Persona fight. Babysitter 9, you know? Alright, final upgrade. What is it? Quietus. The problem is we don't have 4 Umbra engravings, and I'd rather take a by 30 than a plus 40. Especially because it's only for Quietus, so... Yes, but no. Okay. By the wisdom of the many, by the wisdom of the plenty, which of these two looks like a tree? What do you think? Which one of those to the trained eye looks like a tree? Down. Bottom has trees. Alright, let's see if that's true. Ah, feels good to win, doesn't it? We did the thing, boys. We found the tree, and it is shiny as fuck. Let's go. Easy. Easy. Nice and simple. Wasn't a problem. Now we just have to refine the deck, and obviously we have to make sure that we get ourselves the card as well. Right? There we go. Flame of Eternity. Here, please. Thank you. Now, final shop. Final refinement for whatever the hell we are refining. We need... we need a ring. We need a chest. And we need a removal. It's gonna be fine. That's a weapon. That's a ring. It's something. And then I guess we pick up like the vulnerability chest. Yeah, I think we just end up picking the vulnerability chest from the boss, hopefully. Meditation. I know we have the flash of potential that we can use to just turn one card into whatever we want. But if I don't have to use it, I would be happy. Now, okay. What's the target? The wings is going to appear in the copy event. It is whatever. If it appears in the copy event, then it appears in the copy event. Shit happens. Shit happens. I'm not leaving a basic in. I don't want to. So, with all my heart upgrade, yeah, potentially. We could also try to get a better Khmer Milk and Pong. We could also try to get a different Blooming Love. There's a couple options. Yeah, let's do Milk and Pong. And it might even turn Divine, because we do have the save data space now that we're keeping the purple. And I would say that is okay. I would say that's okay. But all of these other two, they are good as well. So, one cost, one draw. Or discard Heart Shaker slash... oh, you know what? Pick the Divine and then just transfer to something else, right? Yeah, exactly. Pick the Divine and just transfer it over. Yeah, true. Regardless of anything, Divine comes first. Yeah, and we're at 120. Alright. Now we have a boss to beat. And a copy to get. A boss to beat and a copy to get. Okay, so the last two steps for refining this deck are Vulnerability chess piece or 6% crit chance chess piece combined with a copy for the Flame of Eternity. What are the copy odds? The copy odds are a casual 1 in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A 1 in 8, but at least we have 3 shots at it. What is his health? That's not very kind. 24,000? Ooh. Shiver my timbers. Brother is spooky. He is spooky for sure. Alright, let's start off with Diana ult as well. And then let's do the... Okay, the Persona thing doesn't really work. Who knows? Who cares? That's closer to the truth. Alright, nice. Half dead. Good job. 38%? I like those odds. 38% sounds like it's going to work. That shit is filled with a lot of hopes and dreams. 500 damage? Luckily we had a mega shield somehow. Okay. Okay. Let me write the screen. It's a little off. There we go. Bit bigger. Okay. Man, that sucks just a little bit. That sucks just a tiny bit. Yeah. See, it wasn't even the wings that were the problem, I guess. Now, question. Do we go with another with all my heart? Probably, right? I guess so. Now, equipment. And we get the chest. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. For our first run of getting our hands on the card, I don't know. I think there's a lot of good about this, but there's also a lot of things that could have went a different direction, right? There's a lot of things to be hyped about this run as a whole. Okay, so what do we have, right? We have ourselves a cube. And when an ally haste card is activated, damage amount increase, which is interesting. This deck has as many cards as I've ever seen in an entire deck. Like, what the fuck? How too many decks? Too many cards. We also have when 2 cards are discarded through an ability by allies, draw a quietest card. Why is this limited to 1 per battle? I do not know. We also have the 35% attack extra damage. We have a beautiful Persona card. In double discard, activate on discard with 30% multiplicative plus 120 additive. We have the one Flame of Eternity. And we have a Blooming Love. A Divine Khmer Milk and Pong. And triple With All My Heart. This deck looks like a deck that is going to cost me 3 flashes of potential. Somehow. Somehow this deck looks like the kind of deck that is going to cost me 3 flashes of potential at some point. Okay, what are the odds? Look at this shit. 3%. Surely the third one is gonna be higher. Okay, 40. You know, I thought. I thought they were gonna, you know, do me a little dirty here. Okay. Let's collect our first flash. Of many. Our first flash of plenty. Now, does this scream for a 10 pull? It does. Is this gonna be my final Diana finish? No. I guess I'll have to wait for next month. And then buy couple more. No. Here. Buy a couple more of these. Then again, we are at 356 already. Okay, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get more of those. So yeah, we're going to wait for the monthly refresh, get 20 of these, and then, I don't know. Something's gonna work out somehow. 3 not worth it though without double flame. What planet is Flamethrower is Eternity? It's not quite Flamethrower is Eternity. That's not quite the name of it. Also, what kind of rating did they give this deck? Flame of Eternity. There you go. The only way you can get it is on the green planet. And on the... yeah, green planet interior tree event rare version. Let's head straight into the showcase on the 3 bosses. I wonder. Okay. If you had one flash, what would you change? The Divine? Would we change the Divine? I mean, look. We have the choice to pick legit any of these and apply the Divine to it. I think this one could be kind of cool as a Divine. Discard 2, create +1, draw 1. The 0 cost change one would be kind of useless. Yeah, the with all my heart into an upgrade, I think might just be for the best, yeah. That might just be for the best. Because I think 3 of these fuckers is a bit too many. Right? Also, I mean, I like this. The fact that this has the quietest here. But you know what I also wouldn't be disinclined against? And that is taking the flash, taking this one, and turning it into the upgrade card. I really like how this one works. I really do. And it would also mean we have 1 less card to draw. This one here. Discard up to 3 bullet cards in hand, draw a quietist card for each. Yeah, we could also go for the Milk and Pong retain version. Yes, we could. But that would also only make sense if I build an Orlea, which I haven't yet. So, the main 3 are With All My Heart into an upgrade, Blooming Love into an upgrade, or Khmer Milk and Pong into a different version. Then again, I think this one's okay, giving us more hard bullets and applying some more resonance is alright. I think it's okay. So, yeah, I don't know. What do you think? We have 1 flash right now. With all my heart, blooming love, or come here, milk and pong. Let's actually get a poll. Let's get a poll. What to flash with all my heart to upgrade Khmer to something something, or would we rather do blooming love upgrade? I don't know. When are we doing full scale offensive? Good question. I don't know. I just felt like farming this deck, and now that we have it, I don't know. We could do something else, I think. Why don't we just try it first and see what's lacking? That is also true, but first impressions are important. Yeah, is it too much to have 3 quietest card generators? I mean, it's not just quietest card, it also does just generate heartbreakers, right? Then again, to discard those heartbreakers, we might just want more heart shakers, and we currently don't have access to any heart shakers. We don't have access to any heart shakers whatsoever. What the hell? What happened to font colors? Huh? What's going on? What font colors? What font colors? Why would I... Wait, what? Everything just went through my head. I don't know what you're building. Makes sense. Okay. Yeah, maybe we could take this deck for a spin and see how it does. That would at least be a semi-reasonable expectation. Right? Would at least be semi-reasonable expectation. Okay, just in case, I know we might just run into a brick wall and fucking die, but I like taking decks into the tower solo just to see what happens. So that is what we'll be doing here. Chances are, as I said, we're going to run into a brick wall and die. Oh, luck! Look! We start with 0 cost Flame of Eternity straight from the get-go. Nice. Look, it's now a 3 cost Liberated Feelings. Ain't that great? Ain't that awesome? Ain't that just perfect? But yeah, we kind of need a way to discard stuff outside of our Persona card. Could be a teammate. Could be something else, but yeah, I think that would be quite valuable. Yeah, that could be quite useful. Yeah, I don't like this blooming love. Discard up to 3 bullet cards in hand, draw a quietest card. I feel like I would like a different one in here instead. Like I don't think that the idea for us to discard bullets is that useful. Yeah. We might just... Flame of Eternity can have an epiphany. We got it so late that it never got one. But yeah, why shouldn't it? It could probably get something like a morale boost or whatever. It's just... you get it towards the end of the run, and it actually epiphanying is, I guess, a thing of chance. Then again, I don't know if I've actually seen it. Actually epiphany, so could be anything at this point. Yeah, blooming love. Blooming love. This card feels a little off. I mean, if we could get more discard, then we could also discard the rest of our deck, just overall giving us more. I don't know. It's between, in my opinion, it's between Khmer, Milk and Pong and just Blooming Love. Okay, let's check. What kind of Blooming Love options do we have? Like, is there one that like really puts this all together? Let's see. Draw 1, discard 1. Draw 1, discard 2. I think the draw 1, discard 2 is kinda nice. So it's between this one here and maybe this one. So it's either this one here or this one. For Khmer, Milk and Pong, it would definitely most likely end up being this one. 1 cost, 1 draw, double discard, triple create. That just sounds like big value, you know? And we also get hard shakers, which allow us to further discard stuff from our deck. Do you need that much? We don't have any discard. Right? Like, okay. The question is, would we build somebody else to do all the discarding? And that is because what we have in terms of discard is we have the Persona card. But that one needs to be discarded itself first before we get the discard. And this one only discards bullet cards. And we still somehow have to get these with all my hearts discarded, because otherwise they ain't triggering. So we have 4, I guess, dedicated discard targets. I'm just gonna do Milk and Pong for now and we'll figure out the rest. We'll figure out the rest. Mute X and Divine from Nia. Possibly. Okay, so we get a Milk and Pong, which we can play for 0, draw a card, but interestingly it asks us to discard first before the draw happens. I guess because it like goes in the order of, in like the turn order. But then still, like look at how more smooth this ends up being. That is a lot more nice, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't agree. Is there any benefit to us drawing Quietus cards? I don't think so. And then the Heart Shakers. See, the idea is the Heart Shakers also discard the rest of our deck, effectively allowing us to always play out whatever we need to play out. At least that would be the idea. So draw 1, discard 2. And then I think here we can just... Okay, so I think with this one, yeah, we could just discard cards from the deck to just trigger the rest of the cards. So we can kind of use Heart Shaker to just force us to do what we want to do, right? And then this should be decent. Alright, let's see. So, yep, none of these are in here. Once again, draw 1. Discard these 2. We could play this one. Do we have another way of like discarding cards right now? No. This one only discards from the draw pile, and this would only discard bullet cards. And we still need to trigger that card somehow. Maybe we just go for the simple one. And then obviously this would like trigger itself. I wonder if this thing actually applies, you know? One of the reasons why there wasn't a lot of damage here is because we didn't play the Persona card, right? The Persona card, this is a massive damage amplifier. But yeah. I wonder how this gear item actually works out, this one here. When an ally haste card is activated, increase damage amount of the next card attack card of this unit used. Oh, also we need to check something else. If the extra attack damage actually goes up. I haven't even yet bothered to look at that interaction to see if that even makes sense. So we should definitely do that. So let's see. The created bullets. As I said, the created bullets that shall be created anytime now. So, yeah, look, I think this should also apply to the extra attack damage, right? Otherwise, 300%. And keep in mind, that's before we do like the big boost, right? So yeah, look at this, 569% extra attack damage. If only we were able to play this. How do we solve that? It's very simple. We EP skill redraw until we can discard one of the fuckers. And then figure out the rest. Because they're gonna like discard the other cards, right? Nice. And that was like half a combo. If you can insult it to be called that. If you want to be unkind, you can call it half a combo. And then, let's see. So, we get the Heartbreakers. And then, again, super simple. Also, we don't have the Radiant Smile yet active. So, also big source of damage as well. Yeah, but this guy, I don't know if we can deal 97,000 damage before he just eats us for lunch. I don't know. Maybe a bit too much. Alright, let's see what happens here. Also, look at this. Cupid shot. Don't underestimate the 40% multiplicative to Cupid shot as well. Ooh, this is gonna be hopefully very reassuring. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, it's certainly damage for sure. Yeah. I think for now we can live with this. That is That's okay. That is okay. That was, well, it wasn't too shabby now, was it? And keep in mind that is entirely her. No morale buffs, no extra discards, no anything else. No, it's not almost 50k. It is 60,000 damage. Because I think this is the first time we encountered him, wasn't it? Yeah, right. I think he started his turn on 97,000 health. Yeah, look. End turn 6, start turn 7. I think this was the first time we encountered him. Look at all those numbers, holy shit. So yeah, 60,000 damage in a singular turn. Or is it? I think so, right? Yeah, look, start turn 7. Yeah. It wasn't 48 though. Like, that's what it said, yeah, but I think certain effects might have not counted into, like, that full damage number. I mean, we can go back in time. We're alive for a reason, aren't we? We are alive for a reason, aren't we? We are alive for... So, yeah, we'll see. How did we start into the guy? Turn 7. Look. Look. See? 97,000. Turn 7. Turn 7. 37,000 health. You take 97. How do you get from 97 to 37? The answer is 60. 60,000 gazillones of damage. Good stuff. Good shit. Alright. Yeah, this hand is a little cooked. I won't lie to you. This hand is a little suspicious, okay? But let's see where it leads. And this is where the Heartbreakers come in. Because the Heartbreakers are going to continue discarding the decks out of our, the cards out of our deck. Which will allow us to kind of like continue doing stuff when they do end up discarding the right cards. But, yeah. Yeah. Some of like that bullet discarded damage or something in there just didn't get counted. Whatever that it might be. So, will we be able to do 20,000 damage in one turn here? I do think we should be able to do it. I am rather hopeful. Okay, is there a point to me drawing a Quietus card? No. I don't think I can draw. Okay, if I discard any of these cards, does anything fun happen? Discard pile. I mean, these all don't count. These would be nice. Used cards. I mean, I guess we can lead off with the Heart Shakers. Okay, so that was the Quietus ult bullet. That was, I think, just a general bullet. And then here, we just get the Heartbreakers to, like, discard themselves and then... GG! So, 9 turns, huh? Alright. Not too bad. What about this boss thing? Full scale offensive. Let's start with this guy. And let's try the same thing we did right there. Two empty passengers and a singular lady. Can she do it? I don't know. I have yet to bother truly looking into these guys, so we'll see. By the way, Gen Mult is Giga Mid for low base multi-hit. By the way, Gen Mult is Giga Mid for low base multi-hit. What are you even saying? Speak language. But yeah, I can see what you mean in terms of the multiplicative going on a less than 100% score. But this extra damage here at least is 144%, making it more effective. If you're saying that us getting a 40% multiplicative from the... if you're saying us getting a 40% multiplicative from the Flame of Eternity is less effective due to some of our multipliers being lower, at least we're not sub 200. At least we're not sub 100 in most of them, right? Is there any other character that does extra damage? Is there any other character that does extra damage besides Diana? Can I think of any character that does extra damage besides her? Let me see. Can I think of anybody that is able to do that in any capacity at any point in time? Maybe there exist a few other characters. But no, what you need to know is extra attack damage happens in currently 4 cases. It says it on the card. It's a mark debuff, it's a resonance debuff, or it's a coordinated attack. Coordinated attack, mark debuffs, resonance debuff, and it says it on the card. And that's how you get it. And then there's also a support whose to some degree entire identity mentions these quite a lot as well. And that is Nia. Nia has a multitude of mentions in regards to extra attack damage, or even something along the lines of buffs that rely on extra attacks to heal you, or also as well a whole mechanic that does extra attack damage by all allies on deck shuffle. And yes, we are going there. Forgotten in the doghouse, because he just doesn't want to come inside. There does exist a certain someone who also, to some degree, you could stretch it and say potentially the commence of the hunt does rely on extra attack damage as well. Counter doesn't count as extra attack, no. Counter is based on defense percentage damage. Right? Counter is based on defense damage. So the higher your defense based damage, the higher your counter damage. Season 4 will be counter attack based. Watch. Maybe it will. Alright, let's see how this works. Okay, so it's Mr. He has infinite health. Let's see what we can do. I feel like I want to restart until we pull the Flame of Eternity like turn 1. I think that only seems like a smart idea. I think it seems like a smart idea. So let's see if maybe we can make that happen here. Also, I like this start, depending on what we draw. Maybe I don't like it as much anymore. Ah, discard up to 3 bullet cards in hand. So I could discard this, which would allow me to draw more. So, who knows? Wait. Ah yeah, there we go. I was wondering why that thing didn't get triggered yet. I guess we can also just get rid of it the next turn, you know? Okay. Very nice. Okay. Get rid of one of these, one of those. Get rid of 2 of these. Play one of those. That wasn't a very effective turn, but at least we got the upgrade out of the way. Right? You know what they say. An upgrade a day keeps yeah. Like, you know what I mean, right? Right? That's a little late, but I guess better late than never. Okay, a little bit of damage. Little bit of too much damage. Okay, so we did about half. We did about half. I wonder if that would change with like a different rotation. I think the main issue is obviously we're just dying, right? We're just like falling over and then going poof, you know? So, alright. How about we smack in a singular other unit? No, escape. Get me out of here. Leave. Yes. So, here we go. And then we do reset. And we go in. And we prepare. And we confirm. And then we lock in Diananana. Yeah. And then, yeah, just empty. Yeah, sure. Let's go, see how that goes. Okay. So, yeah, I guess getting the upgrade out early, better than nothing. Not like a crazy turn 1 draw, not like a crazy turn 1 in terms of damage, but nice to see at least. Discard 1, draw 2 of the combatant, always nice. Getting the Flame of Eternity out of the way is sweet. Drawing 1 more, getting a double discard. I guess getting the double discard first, that's a little awkward, but what can you do? Alright, sure. Let's discard a quiet discard for now. Wow. I am very blessed by what that achieved. I feel like I've done something. Okay, so idea here instead, G chord, activate one of them fuckers to discard this one, to draw 2 more, to activate one of them, to discard this to get 2 more. Did you see that? Amir with the 140 damage. She's kind of insane. Great. Seems very useful to have drawn this card right there. Discard a card, owner of the card. Sure. Yeah, maybe we should have not drawn our deck yet. You know, just like a sneaking suspicion. Maybe we shouldn't have done that. I wonder if I want to use this already. Probably not. Not gonna lie to you. This ended up working a lot smoother before. I think we're just not hitting the enemy enough, fast enough, aren't we? Be my... No, need Sorab upgrade card. Man, you know, sometimes I wish I had a specific card. Wouldn't that be something? Like, could you imagine if I had the card that people talk about? Nah. I don't think that would happen. But yeah. So, we just want to get our useful stuff out of the way and then figure out something else. I don't know. What is that what we want to figure out? Not too sure. It's going to make sense at some point. Whee! Alright, that looks good. We might even get enough AP. Oh, you know what? I think I'm discarding this one, so I draw 2 more Nia cards so that we can afford the Soul Rip. That didn't go quite to plan. Okay, that's better. Yeah, and then we discard that one and then we can afford Soul Rip. Oh, but I'd rather... Okay, what else do we have? We have another Adagio, which we could trigger with that. Okay, that's perfect. Do the G chord. Get the Adagio. Use the Adagio on the extra discard. Use that on this one. And I guess this one as well. I mean, maybe this one instead. It doesn't really make too much of a difference. Then we get rid of the Soul Rip. Ah, but now... Okay, perfect. It's all starting. Awesome. I was kind of worried that the Heartbreaker chain wasn't gonna start, but that's what we have Persona cards for. Okay, a lot more successful over turn 1. Just not successful enough, huh? Didn't hit the guy enough yet, did we? Holy turn 1? Yeah, but problem is we have a bunch of these fuckers in our deck. So we need to figure out a way on how to change that. Okay, that's going well so far. Didn't quite manage to draw into what we wanted to. But we do have him at the amount of stacks that we need, right? So it can't be all too bad. Wait a minute. What does this do? When this card is drawn, okay, so... Okay, I think we hit him enough, right? Perfect, okay. Okay. Okay, now we have a pretty full hand. What do we do with it? We have a pretty full hand and a couple of cards we want to get our hands on, you could say. Let's do a heart shaker, see what happens. Okay, what did we discard? A heart shaker that discarded a heart shaker, I guess. Okay. We kind of need to make some hand space. Alright, Nia's Curiosity. Quietus. I mean, I guess these cards like automatically do their thing. The order is a little suspect. Yeah, that order is kind of terrible. So instead of doing it like that, what else could we do? Alright. Kinda just have to get a couple cards out of our hand to make some hand space. Alright. But this, I guess it works. Get rid of these, create some more heart shakers. Get rid of the heart shakers. Yeah. Use Nia's Curiosity. Get an Adagio. Discard this to get... okay, I guess it just auto uses, but that's fine. Okay, what else do we have in the draw pile? Couple heart shakers. How are they in there? I don't know. But they are. Oh, I need to be sure. I need to make sure that I don't discard them too early. True. Okay, let's get rid of one of... But it's gonna be drawing me more... Maybe this one. So I get enough AP. And we get rid of some of those Nia cards. We can do G-Chord. Does this work? There surely was 100 different ways I could have played this better. But I like what I see right now, so who am I to argue? Okay, so turn 3, 762,000 score. What was our score? I have no idea. I think our current score before we did anything was 460,000. That was our score before this, yes. Okay, draw 1, discard 2 is always nice. Gives us a bunch of hand space to work with. All of them are quietest, so if we discard this, this is going to discard another card from the deck and it's going to draw us more cards. This is then going to allow us to discard this one and discard this one. So now all our cards are a lot more powerful. And yeah, let's just use the hard... Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't have anything against the game just playing my hand for me. I think that's quite cute, actually. Then again, we could have done more damage if we were to be able to play the rest of our cards here. Next turn should be nice because we get a bunch of thought pieces again. Sweet. So let's get rid of these fuckers and then figure out the rest. Okay. Yeah. We are at hand cap size, so let's discard a card. Oh, okay, that starts a chain reaction of a bunch of bullshit. But what can you do? That, you know, that's just how it goes sometimes, you know? Sometimes you do one thing and then a lot of bullshit happens and you're kind of wondering, okay, but what the fuck? It is what it is, you know? You just gotta accept that. Okay, this card, 3 extra attack. Let's fish out the last few Nia cards, if they do exist. There we go, nice. Neo's Curiosity is always great. This one auto triggers, this one does also trigger, which is nice, so we pick up this one. Do I need to draw more Quietus cards? No. So let's discard this card right here. Perfect. What else do I have? Ooh, oh, this could be a devious hand. So okay. Discard this card, which then discards this one and this one to make some hand space. So we then create a couple of these. Yeah. Okay. Do we have more Quietus cards to draw? Probably not. Alright, go. Good. Is there rankings for this? I think I'm happy. 991,000. Do I really feel like playing 5 more turns of this? I kinda do, but I think we did the thing, you know? I think we did the thing where we reached the score, right? It shows the rank, but you don't get a reward for it, I think. Should we do the 5 turns? Yeah? Alright, let's see where it lands us. A little bit of a shorter turn. I do prefer the green one, but when you just think raw about gear, you can also get some insane stuff on the yellow planet. So yeah, green planet, yellow planet, blue planet in terms of gear, but I do prefer the green one. Yellow planet, if you can beat it, you can get some crazy stuff. And then blue one also has some nice things going for itself. Why do we have so many? Oh, it's these fuckers. We need to give him a couple more hits, huh? Alright. Ooh. Yeah, I think this is one of those turns where we just start applying the extra attack damage. Nothing to discard, unfortunately. Okay. What can we cook up here? We again have a full hand. How do we work with this? Adagio, discarding an Adagio to get more Adagiagios is always a good idea, I think. Just gets them out of the way. And then, yep, we have the mute thingy. I mean, yeah, we just need a bunch of hand size right now, I think. So that is what we should do. We have 5 cards here. All of them are tasty. Oh look, our deck is actually so clean. So we have a discarded Adagio. We have a Blooming Love. And we also have... so we want access to Persona of Obsidian for the big damage bonus. Which means if I check the top 3, that could work. But it could also just start like an inevitable mega combo that leads into like the abyss. So let's do Adagio, get rid of liberated feelings. Okay, we have 8 cards in hand. If I use this, raw, and discard these 2, that could be fine. Bit unfortunate to like discard one of them before like the full damage bonus and whatnot goes off, but good enough. Okay. And then Nia's Curiosity gives us access, or would insta-trigger one of them. Would that be so bad? No. Which means we pick up this one, which insta-triggers with all my heart. Nice. And then here we discard this one. And this one. No, this one, because it would auto discard this one as well. Ah no, shit, it does a random one. Okay, let's see what happens if we discard the 2. Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look at the order after. We can always undo. Yeah, no. Doesn't quite do what I wanted to do. Whee! Okay, instead we get obviously rid of this one, and then we just send it. Numbers, yes. Alright, and let's discard this one, which wants us to double discard these 2. Could have discarded something. Oh, nice. Yeah. Ah, yeah, we have some extra draw. And I always forget. We have some additional draw. Kind of something I always forget about. Maybe I could have played this differently. Look at this lonely card. 400% extra attack damage. No cards to discard. Oh, and we still need to do 12 stacks. Uh-oh. Yeah. I think that last turn definitely wasn't played to the best of my ability. So we might be kind of cooked. Well, that's nice. Give me this. Make me auto discard the other one. Get rid of these 2. And then just as like our final thing, just play this one. Whoops. Oh, double draw. Yeah, I think this is okay. Let's have a look. 1.11037 million. Leave. $34%? Hello? What? The guy only... all of this? And I'm only better than every 2 and 3 people? No! So what I'm guessing, right? What I'm guessing is that this is the combined, like it takes the combined score of all your bosses and then it ranks you against everybody else. Yeah. It would be hilarious. Imagine I did all of this to end up as rank 34%. Imagine I did all of that just to get nothing. That would be something, wouldn't it? Alrighty, people. What do you think? What do you think about this deck? Keep in mind, we can still refine it further. And I will be honest with you, I am happy with my decision of turning this one into the discard one. Like, you should have seen that there was a little bit of like that discard link-ish stuff missing. Highest is like 1.2. We're close, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. It's a 4 out of 10? Huh? The deck is only a 4 out of 10? That's diabolical. That is diabolical, Mr. B2A. My deck is only a 4 out of 10, he says. Fuck me, man. But yeah, we other upgrades we could make here. Like, I don't think this card does fuck all for us, right? Like, we don't need the quietest draw, discarding bullets. So this would probably be my next target for a flasher possibility. What would I pick? Maybe this one with the draw one, double discard, or maybe just simply this one here. If no quietest cards of this units are in hand, draw one. I like the simplicity of this one. Or maybe we just get an additional discard all bullet cards. Or we keep it simple and do a draw one, discard one if discarded of a different combatant, more hard bullets, just to get more hard bullets. 10 out of 10 would be 5 flames and 1 draw. Five flames. Now, if you can tell me how I can get access to 5 flames, I might just give you my channel key. Maybe I even give you my stream key. I might even give you my location. If you can somehow show me someone that has 5 Flames of Eternity in a singular deck, I might as well start questioning reality. Because, oh my, how would that even happen? Huh? How would that even happen? Yo, I need some help. Which planet is the best one for farming decks overall? The best planet to farm decks overall is by far the green planet. Then it would be the yellow planet. Then it would be the blue planet. Then it would be the purple planet. And last one would be the right? Okay, fuck. Planet map. Okay, so number 1. Let's actually keep this on screen. Sorry. So number 1. Number 2. Only if you can beat this. If you can't reliably beat this shit, ignore this. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. number 5. Unless you're doing basic attack build, then this one is number 1. Are you doing a basic attack build? Most of the time, no. But yeah, that's kind of that. But what you can also do, and what might help, is see, this is where we start. This is where Chaos Hero Nightmare's complexity comes in and gives us a flying drop kick. And that is the idea that we could now go back to Season 2 or Season 1 and play on those planets as well. Like, for example, currently, if I were to build a Yuki, if I were to build a Rin, I would most likely want to do that on the Season 1 planet. In general, if I were to build any support, I would probably go to the Season 1 planet, and that is, just have a look at these cards. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this card, right? 1 cost, upwards of 3 draw at 1 cost. And then you have this fucker as well. Upon using 4 cards, draw 1 time each turn. Draw upgrade card that you don't even have to play. Like, just these 2 cards are just insanity. And now imagine, keep in mind, it is possible to duplicate this card. So you could have 2 of the fuckers. You could have 2 Portraits of Fury. Yeah. Kinda disgusting. Or there might be some crazy times now that we have a couple more costly characters. Imagine a Forbidden Disposable Ego now with the ability to just have somebody like, let's say, fucking Typhara that just runs around with cards at like 5 to 10 cost. Same with like 9 or Rita or whatnot, right? Oh, also, probably still. Oh, we haven't even glazed the best card as well. Look at this. Draw 1 from draw pile or discard pile, move a forbidden card into hand. So you can just use this to pay nothing, draw 1, and move this back into your hand so that you can use it, right? Like, confiscation is insanity. And then also, Forbidden Eternal Hunger. Forbidden Eternal Hunger on Nia. That thing is utterly disgusting. Sucks for new players, they don't have it. Just play the planet. Right? Just play the planet. Just play the planet and you'll be fine. Yeah, like, honestly, with them making us able to use more seasonal save data on these ranking modes, I wouldn't be surprised if you see like a mix of multiple seasons to achieve high scores. You've never seen Lab in my device so far? Brother, I am broke. Why do you do this to me? I don't have any resources. So, there's a big blue button. And when you click it, that's good. And then you merge. Oh! Lab 0 in my game? No way. Lab 0? That's disgusting. The same is also true for Burning Life, right? If you want to play Season 1, Season 2 Planet, there's a little button, and boom, bang, boom, it is back on the menu. New players are missing out on Flame plus Season 2 Enchantment period. No, they are not. You can get a Swamp of Judgment with Arena mechanic. You can. I had one of those before. I think we ran some maps of that 3 or 4 days ago. I can show you that. We have proof because we did that thing. I was farming Diana, and then I decided to farm Rita at some point, like during that one for no reason. Oh yeah, I know why. Because we wanted to attack Mega Min-Max. Yeah, here was. I just need to find us having the planet up. And then you can see that it does exist. Okay. Yeah, go, yep. Come on, yep, almost there. There, yep, come on, yep. Go, yep, nice, yep, come on, yep. No, wait, what the fuck? Oh, because I'm already in it. So, fuck. Where do I have the planet? This could take a bit. It's just the thing is I unrolled that planet. Ah, there you go. Swamp of Judgment, Seed of Karmic Fire. Ta-da! So, yeah. If you want to play Swamp of Judgment, the green planet with arena perks, go ahead. Nobody's stopping you. Will I play Monk the Stardive? No, I won't. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me be entirely straightforward with you. I most likely, 90% plus chance, do not intend to continue the game. But we all know games tend to be fun day one. Rerolling, etc. Yada yada, looking at the story for the first time. Whatever. I would be willing to do something similar to what we've done with like Enfield and whatnot. Should we check out the game? Like, just in case. Should we do that? I mean, we've done it before with Star Saber. We've done it before with Enfield. I don't really have a problem with it. If you really want to see me play the game just to play the game, then that's fine. We could do that. Just don't have any like big expectations of me throwing everything out of the window and having like super tier lists and everything like that prepared, right? No, you cannot at the moment combine former seasonal planets with new seasonal mechanics. So you can combine any base planet with any seasonal mechanic, but you can't combine a seasonal planet with another mechanic. Do we know the time? It's yeah, we know the time. It's 22 to 7 hours from now. Yeah. 3 days and 7 hours from now. On the dot, pretty much. But don't you worry about it. There will be obviously we will be live, right? We will be live. We'll check shit out. We'll probably be live like 30 minutes early. I am betting on it being a premiere. I'm betting on it just being like a video premiere instead of an actual live stream. But who knows, right? Who knows? Alright. We talking about manga? No. We're talking about the big CZN. No, we're not talking about Neverness to Everness. We're talking about the big CZN. We're talking about the big reveal, the hows, the whys, and whats of the half anniversary. We're not talking about Manga Stardive. We ain't talking about no Neverness to Everness. And no. We're talking about peak. Yeah. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Thoughts on the partner discount banner? It uses standard summons. So if you have any standard summons lying around, you can summon on this banner. If you do not, then don't. Right? This is not worth of your crystals, but it is very much worth your rescue anchor thingies. Yeah. So if you have standard summons lying around, you can use them there. If not, then don't. But isn't this cool? Like, I know our resources are looking a little scuffed. I know. But we are 22 away from a 50-50. So that gotta be worth something. Hey, Wolf971 alone, what's up? Do you think Briar would be Karen's support since she and Karen is connected in Epic 7? I think her name is Aria. Because Karen already has a Briar. Technically speaking. Right? I don't know if we get a Briar. We do already have one. Right here. You should farm a Crimson Lumen Ray, it's giga useful? What does Crimson Lumen do again? I don't remember it being that impactful. My biggest problem with it is just that it's an exhaust card. I mean, sure, let's go seasonal, arena. That doesn't show. Red Lumen. Is it like the exhaust? No, the blue one is exhaust. Neutral morale 2 for 1 turn? Or permanent? Was it really? Or you mean that you'd like get that with an epiph? Was it really? I don't remember the red lumen being 2 permanent morale per copy. Was it? I thought I would remember shit like that. It's with an epiphany. Yeah. So what does it do without the epiphany? What does it do without the epiphany? What does a red lumen do without the epiphany? 300% damage exhaust. What is the cost of a red lumen? What is the cost? AP. Three. At that point, you're just better off picking up something else to generate you morale. Doing a multitude of 3 cost, hopefully 2 divine, base, epiphany, 2 morale, perma gain. I don't know. How did I lose my savings? They want to know. Where did his units go? They want to know. What the fuck did he do? The answer is, he was rolling a few planets too many. Due to silly mistakes happening in clearly very silly ways. So... yeah. How much is this? 26 times 15,000. 15,000, 75, 90,000. I mean, fuck, why not? I'm broke. I need credits. Okay, I don't need them that badly, though. While I do need them, I don't need them that badly yet. I'm cooked? No, I'm fine. Have you heard of this concept of using stamina to get resources? Also, look, most of the events I still haven't done. I would assume Fire Break is gonna give me quite a chunk of units. Okay, this one doesn't actually give me any units, unfortunately. Full scale offensive, I'd be expecting to see some unit. Okay, these are these units aren't really gonna feed anyone. The units, they are somewhere. Trust me. I just don't know where yet. But they are somewhere, and I will find them. No. Half Annie is already done. It's mostly experience and like leveling material. What I do still have is something I'm not gonna tell you about because you're gonna judge me for it. So you won't know about it. But I can also just buy the battle pass so that we can get some more. And then all of a sudden we would be like unbroking ourselves, you know? So would it be worth it to do the extra 10? I mean, stamina is nice, but I am at the point where I don't really need this stamina that much more anymore. I don't know. Don't worry about my unit situation. We'll be alright. We will be alright. Okay, people. We did what we wanted to do today. It only took us 2 days. And I will be honest with you, I think reminiscence farming is the way to go. If you want the Flame of Eternity for yourself, find yourself a planet with a 30 to 50% rare fate rate. And then just go in, go waypoint, go in, go waypoint until you get reminiscence. And then just cook. Like, this is a decent deck. It could have been a lot better. But it still does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do. It also has a lot of cards, which is why it's a fun deck. Because if you have a lot of cards, it's a good deck. Right? And yeah, I think this is it. It took us combined maybe 5 to 6 hours of dedicated farming, which only translates to around 6 chaos runs. If you're on the slower end of things, let's say 7 to 8 chaos runs. Yeah, good stuff, right? Now the question is, especially for the Twitch people, because that's a feature there, is there anybody we can raid? Is this how this works? Is there anybody who currently plays Chaos Zero Nightmare? Yes! It's Lunara Noctis. Diana building into Star Savior and maybe Pocopia. Alright, gentlemen. Get ready. I guess you're going over to Mrs. Lunara Noctis. Alright, we might as well check out what happens there. Sounds like an interesting idea. Before we then end the stream. Hey, it's lagging. Why is it lagging? Hello? Twitch? Can you do something about this?
WG, thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. How are you?
#1 horror streamer.
How have you been? But, yo! Hold on, let me do the shout out, guys. I don't think my mom's here. Okay, thank you.
There we
Mom,
go.
I appreciate
Successful
it.
grind.
Also, let me do this one too, because this is the
Okay,
successful
so
grind,
if you're looking to find someone, big boobies.
I was trying to get the who you were building. Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Lunar Noctis. I am obviously a VTuber, but I am a chicken VTuber. I play a lot of gacha games with a slice of variety and a splash of horror. Currently, we obviously are trying the bossy thing for the first time. After my fail attempts at grinding fucking Diana's deck, but it is what it is. Mega denial. I'm gonna check. Dude, I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna check your VOD then to check out what you're building. Because, hey guys,
what the hell is this?
Stop it. But like,
Alright, might as well get a screenshot and then just send that shit over. I don't mind. Wait, did I mute the stream? Whoopsie.
And I couldn't get built. After 3 hours.
Alright, people, you figure things out. If you want to, feel free to join over there on Twitch. It's indeed a chicken.
I was even working on fucking divines. I was literally like, you know what? I don't need any divines. Yeah, here mechanics here bulletproof. Yeah, I mean it's basically season 1, right? It's season 1 bullet discard. That's what I'm doing, right? It's the exact same. But who are you planning to WG? Who are you planning to build? Also, by the way, if you need to go leave and rest and whatever, feel free to go. But otherwise, who are you building the deck for? Is it with Riona? Or are you planning to do it? I'm assuming you're building it with Nia, because I feel like Nia and Diana is married. Deck. Oh, okay, let me see.
No.
Hey, okay. Where are you located? I need to find you and steal this from you. I have never, literally, the entirety of almost half the fucking season, have never seen that flame of eternity. Never, not a single goddamn fucking time. The flame of eternity haunts those.
Yeah. Alright, people. Yeah. Good shit.
Hours easy money or something. I hate you.
Alright, we see each other in